Welcome to your quick full body flow to start your day. Throughout this practice today, we'll be focusing on finding awareness and drawing ourselves back to the present moment. So if you're ready to get started, just grab your mat and let's begin. Awesome. Let's begin in a tabletop pose. Come onto your hands and knees and allow the hands to be right under the shoulders, hips right over the knees, shins parallel to one another. Inhale as we arch the back, look up to the sky, reach your heart forward, and exhale, tuck your belly button under into your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, hollow out the belly. Once again, inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, hollow it out. Awesome, and return back to that neutral position with your pelvis and spine. And step the right foot back, tuck the toes under. Firm the back leg, and lift the right leg up off the mat so that it's in one line with your spine. Inhale, and reach that left hand forward to counteract that balance. Hold your core, press up out of that right hand, one line from the left hand all the way down to your right ankle. Inhale as you extend. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow and hollow out the belly. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen one line. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Last time, exhale, knee to elbow, and inhale, lengthen. Replace that left hand, replace the right knee. Find that neutral position. Hold your core as you tuck the belly under. Lengthen the heart forward. Press up out of your hands and puff up your chest. Step the left foot back. Inhale, lift it off the mat. Exhale, lift your right arm forward. Lengthen the body. And on your next exhalation, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Tuck the belly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hollow out the chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Last time, exhale, knee to elbow. And lengthen back into one line before replacing the knee and the hand back into the mat. Wonderful. Let's have the knees wider than our hips for a moment. Bring the toes to touch and then send the hips over the heels to create a child's pose, Balasana. Take a moment to set a personal intention for your practice today. Inhale and gently roll through the spine, come back into a tabletop, bring the knees closer together and tuck the toes under. Send the hands one handprint in front of where they were before, and send the hips high into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale as you gaze front between your hands. Exhale, raise the heels, bend the knees, and take a couple steps into your Uttanasana forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, roll it up to standing. Reach the arms overhead and lower through your heart center. Open for Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's do Sun Salutation C, Surya Namaskar C. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Bring the palms together, interlace the hands, point the fingers up to the sky, and tilt over to the right side, keeping the shoulders in one line. Inhale as you reach back up to center. Exhale, lean over to the left side, engage the obliques. Inhale, center. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, ground down through the hands and step it back into a high plank pose. Inhale, move your weight forward. Exhale, lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for upward dog or cobra pose. And exhale as you send the hips high into our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a moment here in this downward dog, allowing one knee to bend and sending the opposite heel into the mat, or you can twist both heels down to one side and then the other, bending the knees, allowing the sternum to reach for the earth. Just do what feels good for you in this downward dog, allowing yourself to become in tune with what your body needs and listening to the signals it's giving you. Wonderful job. Inhale, let's find stillness in our downward dog. Exhale, lengthen the hamstrings, heels come to the mat. On your next inhalation, lift your right leg up, flex the foot, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest and step between your hands. Square off the hips here, pull the right hip back and push the left hip forward, squeezing the inner thighs together as you lift your chest up into your high lunge, Chandrasana. Lengthening up through the fingertips and down out of that back heel, creating this wonderful crescent shape as we sink lower and lower with the hips, allowing our hips, lower back, and abdominals to engage, lengthen, and tone all simultaneously. Inhale, strengthen the thighs, sink the hips lower. Exhale, ground down through your hands, step it back into a high plank. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale, release it back for downward facing dog. Beautiful work. 2 breaths here. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, side out, let it go. Inhale, drink in that oxygen. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog, keep the hips square. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest and step between your hands. Pull the hamstrings towards one another as you lift up into your high lunge, Chandrasana. Lengthening the spine, allowing the chest to reach forward, hips tuck up into the belly, so don't sway your lower back too much here. Inhale, welcome that oxygen into your body. Exhale, feel the energy flowing through you. Inhale, and on your next exhalation, ground down through your hands, step it back into a high plank. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, take your vinyasa or skip it, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale as you lengthen your hamstrings. Exhale, tuck the hips up into the belly as you initiate a roll through your spine to come back into your high plank, top of a push-up. Allow the hamstrings to lengthen up to the sky, hips tuck up into the belly, puff up your chest, lengthen the crown of your head forward, and then lower yourself down onto your forearms to come into our forearm dolphin plank. As we hold this plank pose, we want to think about pressing up out of our elbows, lifting the chest as high as you can, and allowing the hips to stay in one line with the shoulders. Squeeze the backs of the legs together. Inhale, hold that core. You've got this. Breathe deeply. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Wonderful job. You're doing great. Inhale and exhale. Press back up into your high plank. Inhale, send your weight forward, and exhale, take a flow. Inhale for upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, lift the right leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hollow out the belly. And inhale, lengthen back up. Open the hip, keeping that right knee bent. Allow the right toe to reach to the left shoulder as you gaze out under that right armpit for our scorpion stretch. Really getting deep into the hips and allowing everything to open from your heart all the way down to your legs. Inhale, one more breath here. And exhale, gently release that leg back down into your downward dog. Wonderful. Inhale, take the left leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow for 1. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale for 3, hollow out the belly. Inhale, lengthen. And last time, exhale, knee to elbow. Cross it under and then lengthen the left leg up to the sky. Bend that left knee and open the hip, allowing to really get deep into those lower body muscles. As we elongate the spine, quad, and hip, we're also sending fresh blood and oxygen into our brains to allow for more clarity here. Inhale, breathe deeply. And exhale, lower yourself back into that downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, and let's gaze front between the hands. Exhale, raise the heels, bend the knees, and take a couple steps into your forward fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, bend the knees and roll it up to standing. Reach the arms overhead and lower through your Anjali Mudra and open for Tadasana, mountain pose. Open hands lead to an open heart. Activate that receiving energy as you stack one bone on top of the other, feeling your alignment. Bring the toes to touch. Heels can be ever so slightly apart. Inhale as you reach the arms overhead. Exhale, wrap the pinky fingers towards the front of the room. Palms face one another as you drop the shoulder blades down the back. It's okay if your hands come a little bit farther forward than straight up overhead. We just want to think of wrapping those triceps towards our body. So inhale as you lengthen the arms, lengthen the spine, find that space between your ears and shoulders, and then sit back into your chair pose, Utkatasana, sinking deeper and deeper into your chair, allowing the weight to be in the backs of the feet. So if you were to gaze down at your toes, you'd be able to see them peeking out past your knees. Inhale, send the weight lower. Exhale, lengthen the spine. Feel that burn of the glutes and hamstrings. Inhale. And exhale, gently release, come back up into your mountain pose. Beautiful. Inhale, let's lift the right leg up off of the mat for a one-legged Tadasana. Arms come overhead. Exhale, bring your right knee over the left, crossing the legs, and bring your right arm underneath your left arm. Interlacing the elbows and wrists, press the palms together as you bend deeply into both knees, eventually hooking that right ankle around the left leg for our Garudasana, eagle pose. As we compress every joint here, we're allowing for more and more blood and nutrients to be flooded into those areas, helping us to get rid of unwanted tensions, stress, and energetic blocks, allowing our bodies to move more freely. Inhale as you sink the hips lower. Exhale as you press your shoulders down the back while simultaneously lifting your elbows up towards your chin. Creating that contrast of the shoulders will actually give you a wonderful stretch as we release that tension. Beautiful. And gently on your next exhalation, release your Garudasana. Come back up, one-legged Tadasana, and then lower Tadasana. Awesome. Let's do the left side right away. Inhale, left leg comes up, one-legged Tadasana. Cross that left leg over the right. Left elbow comes underneath the right, and then press the palms together if you can. And feel free to hook that ankle around the opposite leg if it's within your practice today. If not, don't worry, simply stay here with your elbows interlaced and legs crossed. Remember, wherever you are today is exactly where you're meant to be. Inhale, as we cross the legs, sink the hips lower, press the palms together or backs of the hands together. welcoming that nurturing, healing energy into our bodies, stimulating our heart chakra, opening ourselves up to love and compassion for not only others but also ourselves. Inhale, and on your exhalation, release your Garudasana. Come back up, one-legged pose, and then lower into Tadasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach your heart forward as you dive it down into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, ground down through your hands and pick the right foot up off the mat. Step it back into a low lunge. Allow the right knee to drop to the earth. Release your toes and just press into that left knee with both of your hands. Reaching the heart forward as we drop the shoulders down the back. Tuck the hips up into the belly and squeeze your inner thighs towards one another for this Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Lengthening those muscles that we were just compressing and allowing ourselves to settle into our bodies as we wind down the practice. Inhale and exhale, ground down through your hands, tuck the back toes under, and step it back into your Uttanasana forward fold. Grab on to opposite elbows here and bend the knees. Simply rock from side to side, lengthening the hamstrings, allowing the crown of the head to reach further towards the mat. Inhale, release your hands, lengthen the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, ground down through the palms, pick the left foot up and step it back into a low lunge, releasing that knee to the mat and pressing into the right knee with both hands. Anjaneyasana, toning and lengthening our bodies here, and getting rid of any excess fat as we tuck the hips up and pull those legs together. Wonderful. Bring your attention to your breath, letting go of all things no longer serving us. Inhale and exhale, side out. Gently tuck the left toes under and step back into your forward fold. Allow yourself to bend into the knees and lower completely onto the mat until you're sitting with your legs out in front of you. Flex the toes and then bring the left knee towards your chest. Cross the foot on the far side of that right leg and hug the left knee with your right arm. Twist to the left side for our Matsyendrasana. If you wish, you can also bend into that right leg and allow it to come towards your glute muscle for our full Lord of the Fishes pose, neutralizing our spine and allowing us to lengthen tall as we increase our breath. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Release gently back to center, elongate both legs out in front of you, and then cross the right foot over the left. Plant the bottom of the foot on the far side of that left thigh, hug the knee with your left hand, and then twist over to the right side for our Matsyendrasana. Bending that left knee and pulling the foot towards your glute muscle if it's within your practice today. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Wonderful. One more breath. Inhale. Lengthen the spine, sit up tall, shoulders drop down, and then exhale, return back to center, lengthen the legs out in front of you before rolling all the way down to the mat. Bringing the hands on either side of your body, letting the toes fall out to the sides for our final posture of the practice, our Shavasana, allowing the body to fully rejuvenate and recharge as we sink every part of the body into the mat. Surrender to the universe. Allow yourself to become vulnerable and open to new opportunities, possibilities, open to light and love. come back to your breath. Notice your heartbeat. You are worthy. You are radiant. You are full of light. Inhale and gently begin to find that movement throughout your body once again. Rolling over onto one side, come into a fetal pose. Eventually pressing up into our easy seat, our Sukhasana. Bring your hands to your heart center and bow down to your own inner guru. I send you in love and light. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching Mermaid Yoga. Don't forget to share and like this video to help our channel grow. Comment any suggestions or requests you might have below, and click that subscribe button. We'll see you again on the mat soon.